Hey everyone, welcome back to Pabbly, and this video is all about an automation which is designed to effectively handle and manage employees' resignations. So this automation is not only useful for the HRs but also for the employees. So here for the employees we have created a resignation request form, and as and when any employee is going to fill that form, a resignation letter is going to be automatically created with the help of a template document, and a notification email will be delivered to the HR automatically telling him or her that a new resignation letter is received, and that same resignation letter is going to received by the HR in his or her Google Drive. Yes guys, this can happen. Let me show you how. So the flow of this automation is going to look like this. Here we have taken the example of Pabbly Form Builder application to create a resignation request form. And as and when any employee is going to fill that form and submit that form, a document which is a resignation letter is going to be created automatically with the help of template that you have created in Google Docs application. And this same document is going to be saved in the Google Drive of the HR. Okay. And a email will be delivered to the HR as and when any employee is going to submit this form. Okay. And this whole process is going to happen automatically. Okay, and to make this happen, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool. And guys, the best part of setting up this automation is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge. So anyone can set up this automation very easily. So now let's set up this automation together. So the first step to set up this automation, guys, is to log in into your Pabbly Connect account. And to reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, you can use the link that we have pasted in the description for you, from where you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes, and it will provide you 100 free automation tasks for every new month. Okay, so after setting up your account, you can log in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect here like this. And on this page, guys, you have to start working by creating a workflow of automation. So to create a workflow, you just have to click here on this create workflow button, and here you can give any suitable name to your workflow. So let me fill the name here. So here I have given the name to this workflow as Auto-Generate Resignation Letter on Resignation Form Submissions. Okay, so now you can click here on this create button and you can see your workflow getting created here like this. Okay, and on this page, guys, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So this automation is going to work on these things. So the trigger is the happening of that event which is going to trigger this workflow. Okay, and the action would be the response towards that trigger. Okay, as in our use case, the trigger would be a form submission submitted by any employee, and the action would be to generate a resignation letter and save it in a Google Drive. Okay, so before setting up this automation, you need to have few things ready beforehand. First thing is the form which I have created with the help of Pabbly Form Builder application. So this is the form that I have created. Okay, resignation form. Okay. Second thing you need is a template of a resignation letter to create resignation letter for all the employees. So here you can see I have created this template in Google Docs application. Okay, so with the help of Google Docs, you can create this template, and here you have to add these tags, variable tags under double curly braces. So here you can see I have this name tag, position tag, employee number tag, department tag. Okay, and here also the notice period tag. So these are the variables I have in the resignation letters, which is going to change with every new letter, as the name of the employee, the position, the department, the employee number are the things which is going to change with every new resignation letter. So you have to have these tags added in the template. Okay. Third thing which you need is a folder in Google Drive where you want to save the auto-generated resignation documents. Okay, so this is the drive. Let's suppose this is the Google Drive of an HR. Okay, so as and when any person is going to fill this form, a document is going to be created and will be saved here in the drive of the HR. Okay, and the HR will receive a notification of the form submission as well. Okay, now let's start setting up this automation. So first of all, you have to set up this trigger here. So just click here on this trigger section, and from this choose app field, choose your trigger application. Here in our case, the trigger application is Pabbly Form Builder. Okay, so type here Pabbly Form Builder, select it. Okay, and here you have to select the trigger event. So the trigger event would be a new form submission. Select it. Okay, and it will give you this URL. This is called as a webhook URL, guys. And with the help of this, we are going to connect our form building application, and then we will fetch a demo response from a form, okay, to set up this automation further. Okay, so you can read the instructions written here to make this connection. Let me show you how you can do this. So first of all, just copy this webhook URL from here, and then you have to reach the dashboard of your Pabbly Form Builder application. So this is my dashboard, and here you can see on the left hand side panel I have this integrations option. Click on integrations. Okay, and under this integrations tab you will have this webhook tab. Okay, and under this webhook you have to create a new webhook by clicking here on this create webhook button. So just click on it, and here in this add webhook field you have to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from here. Okay, just paste it here like this. Okay, and here you can see in the instructions. Now click on OK. So we have pasted the webhook URL, then you just have to click on save. Okay, and a new webhook got saved here, right? And here you can see in your workflow as it is showing this label here after saving your webhook. Now just click on this recapture webhook response button, click on yes, and it will start showing this waiting for the webhook's response. So this means now you have to do a test submission, or you have to fill the form as a demo employee who want to resign, and we are going to capture the data of the form submission here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, and with the help of that data we are going to move forward, right? So I'm opening my form. This is my form. Here I'm going to add the employee number. Let me fill the form. Okay, this is the employee number. This is the first name of the employee. This is the last name. This is the email ID. This is the department. This is the position. This is the notice period. Okay, and I am submitting this form now. You can see the message got successfully submitted. Okay, right. Now let's see in the workflow if we have received the response of this form submission. Okay, and here you can see we have received the form submissions response like this. Here we have the details of the employee and all the fields like this. Okay, and as in when you submit this form here, Pabbly Form Builder has this inbuilt feature to deliver a mail to the person who have created this form. Okay, so suppose that an HR have created this form and shared this form on the website of the company, and the employee clicked on that form and filled this form, and as the employee is going to submit this form, the HR is going to receive a mail. Let me show you that mail also. So here you can see this is how a mail will be received by the HR. Resignation request received through form. Okay, and this is how you can see the resignation request details. Okay, right? So this is how an HR can get to know that he or she has received a resignation request. Okay, right? Now I want to create a resignation letter for the employee. Okay, with the help of the template document that I have created with the help of Google Docs application. So guys, here you can see in this template that I have created, I have these variables: the name, the position, the employee number, the department, and at the last I have this date of the submission of the letter as well. Okay, so here we are going to have these things with the help of mapping in Pabbly Connect. Let me show you how. But for this date, you can see we have received the form submission date in the workflow as this. Okay, this is the submission date we have received, but with this date we have received the time as well, but we do not need this time. We need only the date. Okay, for so to separate these things, I am using a feature by Pabbly which is called text formatter. So here in the section step, I am using text formatter step feature by Pabbly, and with the help of this we are going to separate out the date with time. Okay, and in the action event you have to select this split text option. Let me show you. Split text. Okay, then click on connect, And here it is asking which text you want to split. So I'm going to map this date label here, submission date label, in this tab. Okay, so to map the date, you just have to click here and you will find this Pabbly Form Builders tab in the drop down, and when you click on it you will find all the data that you have received in the very first tab. So from here only I'm going to map this submission date, and in the separator I want to separate this date between this space. Okay, so to map the space here, to enter the space here, you just copy this format in double curly braces. You can see here, just copy this and paste it here. Okay, and here in the segment index I'm going to select all option, so it will separate out the string of numbers or the data I have between this space. Okay, let me show you how. So I have clicked on save and send test request, and here in the response received section you can see we have this result label 0 in which I have the date, and in the result 1 I have the time, and in the result 2 I have the time zone, that is GMT. Okay, so this is how you can split this data. Now let's create a resignation letter with the help of our document, and for that to happen you have to connect the Google Docs application in this actions tab here. So just click on this plus icon and another actions tab will open up, and from here now you have to choose Google Docs application. Here is Google Docs, select it. Then it will ask for the action event. So the action event would be create a document from template. So here you will find this option, create document from template. Then click on connect, and from this window select add new connection, then click on connect with Google Docs. So here it will ask for the Google account by which you are accessing that application. So select the Google account. Then you have to provide the additional access required to create a document. So just click on continue. Okay, and you'll be connected with Google Docs application in a few moments like this. Okay, so here it is asking which template document you want to use to create a resignation letter. So here when you click on this field you will find all the documents that you have in Google Docs application, and I am using this one. The name of this document template is resignation template. So you have to search this template here in this field. Just type here resignation. Okay, here you can see it is showing us the template's name. Select it. Okay, now it is asking to name your document. So I'm going to name this document on the name of my employee only. So I have received the data of my employee here in the first tab. You can see here we have the employee number and the name as well. So I'm going to use this data to name my template. So to name your template, just click here and you will find these previous two steps, and from the first step I am going to map this employee number, and I am entering an underscore, and now I am going to map the name of the person, the name of the employee. So employee numbers are the exclusively unique number assigned to your employees. So I'm using this to identify and distinguish between the resignation letters of each of my employee. Okay, because the name can be same at some times. Okay, so I'm mapping this number also. And now it is asking where you want to save your file in Google Drive directory. So here you have to select the folder in which you want to save your file in Google Drive. So in Google Drive I have this folder. You can see the name of the folder is Pabbly Connect Resignations. So I'm going to select this folder here. You can see Pabbly Connect Resignations. I'm selecting it. Now it is asking this name, position, employee number, department, notice period and date. Why it is asking these things? Because these are the variable tags that I have added in my resignation template. You can see here. Okay, so you have to map the data of these variable tags in Pabbly Connect, so that every time when a new resignation got generated with the help of this template, this data is going to change accordingly. Okay, so here I am mapping these details that I have received in the first tab from the response. Okay, from the form response. So I'm going to click on this name and you will find this Pabbly Form Builder tab. From here only I'm going to map the name of the employee. I'm going to map the full name. Okay, right. For the position, use the same way. find out the position from the data. This is the position. For the employee number, use the same way. Okay. For the department, map the department. For the notice period, use the same process, map the notice period. For the date, now for the date, I'm going to use the second step in which I have splitted the date that I have received in the first step. Okay, so for this date to map, just use the second step and map the date only like this. Okay, that's why I have applied the text formatter, right? Now when you click on save and send test request, a new document is going to be generated and you will see that document in your Google Drive folder. Let me show you. So I'm clicking on save and send test request now. And this is the response that I have received here, and it is showing us the document ID. Now let me show you in my Google Drive if we got a new resignation. Where is my drive? This is the drive, and here you can see the name of the newly created resignation letter, the employee number, and underscore Ashish. Okay, and let me open this for you. And here you can see in this resignation letter, the name is Ashish Jain, working as instructional designer, with employee number as this in marketing department. Okay, so you can see, and in place of this date and name, we have the date and the name. So you can see in place of these variable tags, we got the data filled automatically in a newly created document. So this is how it is going to work in real time, and this is why we have mapped the data like this. So when you map the data like this, what will happen in real time, whenever you receive any resignation request from your form, this data is going to change automatically and it will show here in a newly created resignation document. Okay, so guys, we are done setting up this automation. And let me show you a quick recap what I have done here. So first of all, I connected in the trigger Pabbly Form Builder application, and with the help of the webhook URL, we fetched out the data of a demo form response here. And after that, I applied text formatter to split this date and time that we have received. And then in the action step, I connected Google Docs application to create a resignation document out of a template. So that's why we have mapped the data, and we have received that a new document is generated and got stored in the Google Drive application. Okay, so your HR will know with the help of this email that you have, that he or she has received a resignation request, and after checking this, the HR can directly see the resignation letter in the Google Drive of him or her. Okay, like this, right? And guys, the best part is you can use this same automation. And guys, one more thing, you have to set up this automation only once. Okay, so you have to make these connections and map the data only once. After that, you don't even have to look at this workflow again. After that, as and when you are going to receive a form response or a resignation request, let me show you a real-time example how it is going to work. Let me show you. I'm opening my form again. Okay, and let me fill this form again. So here I'm putting the employee number here as this. Okay, let me change the thing slightly. Now the name of the person who is applying for this resignation is Ms. Harsha Yadav. This is the email ID. Let me change the email ID as well. Let the department be marketing only, and let me change the position, and let me change the notice period as well. Okay, so these are the things I have filled now, and I am submitting this form. Okay, you can see the form is submitted. Now let me show you the email which is going to be received by HR first. And here you can see this is the email that is going to be received by the HR, the resignation request through form. Okay, right, like this. And now let me show you directly in the Google Drive application, in the Google Drive folder, if we received a newly created resignation letter. And sorry, here you can see a new document of resignation is here in the Google Drive of this person, okay, of the HR. And from here, your HR can see directly whose resignation letter he or she has received. Okay, so this is how it is going to work in real time, guys. And guys, the good part is you can use this same workflow that I've just created, because I'm going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.